Hello everyone, this is Larry with Model Car Madness from Rhode Island, and I'm just doing I want to say a quick video of my hobby area slash living quarters. Um, I got the idea from Shaggy over at Shaggy's Awesome Garage, and I'll put his link down below. But yeah, I figured I'd give you a quick tour of the place. I live in a studio in a basement, but it's a nice place. I live by myself. There's the kitchen, food pantry, and here are some of my builds. Oh, there's a clock you always hear in the background. Um, so there's one of my, that was gifted to me by Billy over at Krankenstein Creations, signed by Mark Warman. Love the Chargers. I've also got this die cast that I got in El Camino. That's a die cast. I did these two builds. The green Camaro was for Vinny's first gen Camaro build, and the Cobra was for Dave Wood's rock and roll group build. My son gave me that GTX for Christmas. It's a Graveyard Cars diecast. I've also, I'm working, I should be done with this. I wanted to be done by now, but I'll be done by Link's deadline for the Slump Buster ZZ Top. And I got all my cookbooks and baking books and my muscle car books. And over here, I have my collection. I did, those are all Franklin Mint. I'm not sure of the scale. I want to say 148. Not sure. But I did assemble the little Jaguar. That's a one, I don't know. Maybe that's a 148. I don't know. It's small though. It's like a matchbox size. There's the Jimmy Carter submarine. I actually worked on that in real life, helping to build it over at Quonset Point, General Dynamics. There's a Hemi motor that I got from Iceman Collections, and I threw it on a stand I got from eBay. Excuse me. There's my father's work truck that I did for Doug's van group build. The Challenger, that was my 24-hour group build. My Olds 442, which was my box stock group build. And there's a 71 Charger and a 69 Daytona. 2 years ago, my son gave me the Impala for Christmas. When I first got back into the hobby, I did Rat Fink. That's a Franklin Mint die cast. That's a Lincoln Continental that I did for the small scale group build. There's a Franklin Mint Tucker. Down here, I've got my psychedelic 60s Corvair group build. A couple more, actually four more Franklin Mint cars. That's a Chrysler. And then down here, I have the 50th anniversary of the Tucker. I've got a Miller Nomad. My son gave me the Chevelle. That was my first build getting back into the hobby. That's a BMW. And two more diecast, Mustang and F-150. Over here, I've got my stash. And that white box there is loaded with dollhouse pots. I used to do dollhouses. But my stash is, in some places, 4 deep and the rest is 3 deep. And there's my hobby area. So I got to admit, I just straightened out, but I've got a side table here. Got my calipers, a light, desk light, calendar with group bills marked on it. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gallery airbrushes. And that little Pache was my first airbrush years ago. That's my airbrush cleaner. And I made the Dremel bit holder out of a piece of oak. I'm a carpenter by trade. Over here I've got the Psycho House, which I have started but kind of stalled on because I want to get the slump buster done. I got some magnets right there that I want to... Billy over at Krankenstein Creations gave me the idea of using a magnet to try to levitate the Daytona spaceship for the Out of This World group build. And then over here I made 3 body stands. I've got some holders for the alligator clips, rubber gloves, my dehydrator, my paint booth, which I stick the exhaust right out the door here. Over here I've got most of my shop cards. I just got JD's yesterday, but I got shop cards right along, and I got my supplies up here. I like splash paints, as you can tell. I got 2 racks full. I also have an ultrasonic cleaner. That's what I use for cleaning all my pots. Got my compressor down here. That was from Harbor Freight, the Black Widow. My heat gun that melted the hood on the ZZ Top. My soldering iron. Over here I've got the little Coca-Cola vending machine. Still, the machine itself is done. I want to do the crates on the bottles. This is where I store most of my stuff. My toolbox. This is a mess, but it's a mess that I know where everything is. Pipettes, napkins, tape, electronic stuff from Evan Designs, sandpaper, different things like that. If anyone hasn't heard of this parafilm, it's laboratory film. Excuse me. This stuff is awesome for masking, because you know what? I'm going to keep it out and I'll show you at the end of the video. And I got a bunch of different supplies in here. And down here I've got my Master Builder, my real color markers, alcohol, lacquer, just different things. I've got a lot of Iceman collections. I've got 7 engines there and a bunch of accessories. The accessories are Iceman as well as VCG resin. I got the gallery markers. Love them. And I just purchased this chair yesterday, and I already love it. I was sitting on one of those. Over here, there's my bed. As you can see, it's a studio. And over here, I've got some more of my stash. Down here, I've got this Dodge L700 kit. I got that for 20 bucks on eBay. When it said make an offer, I put a ridiculous offer in and they took it. So got that. Joe's Power Station. The tanker I got at Ollie's. The BMW, that was the first build I did. The same seller with that Dodge L700, I made a ridiculous offer on this Peterbilt. And I got that for 15 bucks. Got the Lone Star. Got some filters. All those resin bodies that you've seen in one of my What Did You Buy Wednesday. And then up here, some more of the stash. You've seen these on What Did You Buy Wednesday. The Dodge van and Corvair, those are empty. But that's too deep. And I've also got Angel Fink, as well as 2 Planet of the Apes. And that Corsair. So, yeah. That's about it, guys. Again, just wanted to share. Hopefully it inspires somebody else to share, because seeing Shaggy's video made me think I gotta clean this place and show it off. So hopefully you guys liked it. I will talk to you again later in the next video. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta show you the parafilm. So let me pause this and put you in the holder. All right. So the parafilm. This stuff stretches. It's not sticky. And like I say, it stretches. A little bit goes a long way. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Let's take Angel Fink and... No, not Angel Fink. You know what? Let's seal off the UV resin so it doesn't leak. You know, just as a trial. So you peel the backing paper, if you can get it started. And obviously cut this any which way you want. So, just to show you, I'm going to cut this in half. This stuff stretches. And you take this and just wrap it, and it conforms to so much. And it sticks to itself. Now, if you wanted, you can fine tune how it's laid out. You know? Like that. Hopefully I'm in camera. I hope. Anyway. And take and spray it off. When you're all done painting, all you gotta do is take this, just peel it off. I'll tell you, it is amazing how it works. And I got this, oh boy, I got this roll, I want to say like 30 years ago. It will last you. And I used to use this in dollhouse making, because I did all aspects. I'd build the house, wallpaper it, finish the outside, do the windows, I'd make furniture, I'd make doors, all kinds of stuff. So anyway, parafilm. You really need to try it. And I know you can get it on Amazon. Not that I got it on Amazon, but I looked, and you can get it on Amazon. All right. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. Take care, guys, and I'll talk to you next time. And by the way, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button and sending a comment, I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. All right. Don't forget to tell your family and friends. Talk to you guys later.